Bonjour, and welcome back to the French campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. It's time for the Battle of Sumatra versus the Dutch Navy. And they have quite a few modern ships, it seems. I think these battleships are dreadnoughts. Like, they could potentially be some weird pre-dreadnought ironclad things, but it's hard to tell. The battlecruisers definitely have to be modern because, well, the battlecruiser hull is not available earlier than 1907, I think, or so. They're not too overgunned, though. Only 6 12-inch guns each, and they're very small for battlecruisers. 17,000 tons. Or almost 18, okay. Armored cruisers seem on par with our own. They only have 2 of those, but they have a bunch of light cruisers, which seem fairly modern. And the destroyers as well. Let's see how this goes. Now, the Netherlands, despite being a tiny nation, actually has a pretty decent economy. And they are very advanced technologically, so they could be putting out some pretty decent ships. Those look like very good light cruisers. I will try to get my hand on those whenever there's a peace treaty. Alright, there's my DDs. Armored cruisers. You can form up behind the battleships. Destroyers, do I want you just sticking around for now? Until we find their capital ships, I know where to send you. Let's do the same with the 3 torpedo boats here. And these 2. Right, I would actually have liked to have a light cruiser or 2 in this task force. Now that I think about it, just to act as a sort of scout. Actually, bring the torpedo boats here also over to this flank. I know where I have them. And there we go. We spotted the enemy battleships. So we know where those are at least. And the rest of the Dutch task force could be spread out. You know, Mark II 11-inch guns, not too dangerous here. 14.5 main belt at 50% armor quality. Yeah, my new 15-inch guns can just plow straight through that. That's not a big deal. What's your deck like? 1.3? Yeah. The battleships, not a big threat. I can take those. Battlecruisers, not yet visible. What's the range? 20 kilometers? They're almost in range now. With the new 15-inch guns on my new pseudo super dreadnought. And here's the light cruiser that I was a little bit impressed by. Not bad. I like the hull. A little bit undergunned. Torpedoes are good. 5-kilometer torps. And you can circle here. I got ships coming in there as well. Main guns on the lead enemy battleship. We score a hit. They had one light cruiser that was not of this modern type somewhere. Right, secondary guns, all on that light cruiser. There's something back here also that's not been spotted yet. Oops. It disappeared, so no, I don't think I did. I was afraid I issued a move order there. As my target went invisible. DDs have 5-kilometer torps. There's the battle cruiser. Oh, okay. There was the battle cruiser. There's the old one. It still has 4-kilometer torps though. It's not too, like, terrible. Let's take a look at the battle cruiser. Are they anything... And the armored cruiser back here also. Mark II 12-inch guns. And also pretty decent armor. Are you a human-made ship? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Probably not. There's a lot of, like, weird calibers here. But it seems like well put together. Here's an armored cruiser. And here's the other one. That's the one I thought looked like one of mine. So they got two different ones. Okay. 10-inch Mark II. 7-inch Mark III. Very heavy main belt. And 7-kilometer torpedoes. Yeah, that's pretty neat. But enough about that. We gotta do something about these approaching light cruisers. One down. Surrendered. Lagging. Okay, destroyers. Gotta do something with you before you accidentally sink. Enemy cruisers have launched. Going on here? They have launched at me. You have launched, you have launched. You have launched. Launched at Patrie. Right, accelerate. Might be the best way to dodge this. And we were able to hit some of these cruisers with torpedoes, so that's good. Here comes the first torpedoes in from the enemy. Oh, frick it. Detach was what you were gonna do. Patrie takes one. Chelsea takes 1 plus 1 dud. I think that was it. We're gonna dodge the rest here. Where are the rest of them? Probably gonna get Klein Frisia soon. She's flooding. Yes. But we got more torps incoming. Victor Hugo is gonna take one at least. I don't think Chauncey can dodge this one either. I've sent these torpedo boats out to attack that armored cruiser, maybe the battle cruisers actually. I think the battle cruisers are open now. Let me have these 3 DDs join together. Let's see, you are Division 4, so that's not the one I want to join. Division 6. There. You can get ready for round 2 when you're rearmed. Oh, here are the destroyers. Oh, Chauncey is hurting bad here. Actually. That's why my cruisers stopped up. Their lead ship was really crippled. Pierre-Henri focusing a light cruiser, that's fine. But 3, you can also take that guy on. Bouvet and Suffren focusing their main guns on battleships, with the secondary set to okay, so suddenly that's where that armored cruiser is. I thought it was further back, but I guess it moved up. Oh, T7, you're gonna launch at that one. It's gonna be a little bit danger close with my own cruisers right in front of it, but hopefully it'll be fine. There, T7 is launched. Strasbourg, you can just go broadside, I guess. Try and get your own torpedoes at Verenigde Provinciën. And hope that she passes behind me and takes all those torpedoes that were aimed at her, but is now also heading towards my own cruisers. This is a little bit hectic. We strike all of these with torpedoes though. That's an amazing spread by T5. And it does indeed look like Verenigde Provinciën will eat all those torpedoes, or at least some of them. My own ship should be far enough away that the torpedoes don't reach them, but... No, she just dodged. I think we're gonna lose Strasbourg. Tonnant better start evading. Maybe I misjudged those torpedoes a bit. Victor Hugo probably better off just setting straight. Tonnant has evaded. But Chauncey takes one. Victor Hugo also takes one. That was, I think, the kill on Chauncey. That was really not necessary. And we lose Chauncey. That's the first of those Victor Hugo class armored cruisers lost in combat. And I think Strasbourg is going to be the second one, because I don't see her getting away from this. Yeah, effectively 12-inch main belts. Can't pen that. Yeah, there goes Strasbourg as well. Well, I can pen it if I get closer. Or if I use some bigger guns. Vrijheid has actually taken quite a bit of damage. Lost her A turret. At 1.4, I can actually pen that. We're taking fire from the battle cruisers. They went with bigger guns as well. Are we gonna lose Victor Hugo as well? Because she's just had a flash fire. Yeah. But so does Verenigde Provinciën. Victor Hugo still afloat, just barely. Tonnant, which was almost unharmed, excuse me, no longer unharmed. Not unarmed though. That's it for Victor Hugo. Yeah, that's it for Victor. And this armed knight, 9-inch main belt, but it's worse quality. Why are we shooting here with our guns? Isn't that bad? Bouvet, you can keep firing at that cruiser. I think this stupid light cruiser here is spotting my torpedo boats. Let's become invisible. Hopefully. Lost sight of me, yes. One enemy armored cruiser down. So I've sunk 2 of theirs, they've sunk 3 of mine. I'm not entirely happy with that. Let's see what we can do about these capital ships of theirs. This one is gonna turn around, so no point in aiming at that one. Actually, both of you can detach. These torps are going wild because that battlecruiser was heading this way, and then it turned. So, not gonna be a full-on hit there of that unit. Actually, Talent, you can keep firing at that light cruiser. We're gonna get some hits. Possibly. No? Not a single one? Not a single one from that torpedo attack. Disappointing. We're getting the DDs back in action though. And the two remaining torpedo boat. Once this is out, these two will have a clear shot on the enemy battle line. We're hoping. So, and the 15-inch guns on my battleships are doing a pretty good job fighting the enemy capital ships. It's too bad I only have 2 battleships with those guns. At least my torpedo boats got away after that failed attack on the battle cruisers. Enemy destroyers defeated? I think that was the last of their destroyers. But I still have destroyers. I still have destroyers. I can use one of those destroyers to go after Delft. While the rest go for the rest of the line. We launched before getting hit. That's good. But that battleship is maneuvering. So Delft is still at large. And Tolland has no torpedoes to protect herself with. No friendly torpedoes taken there. BCDs have spent their torps. Oh, you also have spent your torps because they were not turned off. Same with this one. Darn it! Well, that means you're kind of useless. So there goes that torpedo boat attack. And that light cruiser was apparently in torpedo range. Well, Bouvet is gonna eat those anyway. Pierre-Henri should be safe. Patrie needs to detach and deal with this battleship. Bouvet is fine. Mostly fine. Guinea, not so fine. These two are also really hurting, but that's from gunfire. I think that's it for Taunt. It's going to be 70% flooding very soon. 14.5 main belt armor at plus 55. I can take that. Patrie may be a pre-dreadnought, but she's a pre-dreadnought that can take on this dreadnought. Or should be able to take on this dreadnought and win. Oh, Talent got the flooding under control. Maybe saved? Hyena goes down. So Fren, you're not gonna have to deal with that thing. And again, Tonnant maybe lost here. 0.1%. 0, yes. We're getting Delft. I'm pretty sure of it. Patrie is gonna have to do a risky turn here, but I think we're good. We got Delft. One enemy battleship down. We sank one battle cruiser as well. And the last two are essentially crippled. Guinea from that one torpedo hit. That's the only hit she's taken. And that put her out of action. So a little bit of redemption from my torpedo work. Right there. Save those battlecruisers for last, because they're just not doing much right now. Yeah, the 15s have done much of the work here. Except for Delft, which got close range fire from Patrie. There we go, big hits on Surabaya. Needs one more flooded compartment. And yeah, that's it for her. Celeb is now fighting back, actually, against Patrie, but it's a little bit late. There. That was a victory. Losing 4 armored cruisers is basically unheard of until now in the French Navy. So yeah, enemy technology is really really gotten somewhere. But that's good. That was the whole point, or part of the whole point, of this personal modification that I've done to the game. More of these dreadnoughts. No. 2 of these dreadnoughts. And then a couple pre-dreadnoughts. One of the pre-dreadnoughts has 16-inch guns. That's pretty big for a pre-dread. Hector. Okay, armored cruisers seem to mostly be older. And are these... Yeah, those are the light cruisers that surrender all the time. That's fine. One more modern-ish destroyer. And a bunch of older ones with the 26 knot top speed. And in this battle, we got bigger ships as well. We got 2 of the new Valahus class. Those are... they should be able to handle this just fine. But this is for next time, because these battles take a while. Goodbye, and take care.